What's the most outrageous thing you've done in bed?
So, I've got a story that's a little embarrassing, but also kind of hilarious when I think about it now. This happened a while ago, and to be honest, I still can't believe I let it get this far. I'd been seeing this person for a while. We had a pretty good connection. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. One night, after a couple of drinks, we were feeling pretty adventurous. Now, I'm not the type of person who jumps into anything wild without thinking it through, but let's just say this was an exception. We decided to turn things up a notch, get a little creative, but instead of just doing the usual, we thought, let's go all out. And that's where it all went downhill. So, in the heat of the moment, I got this idea. I would totally surprise them. I wasn't sure if it would work, but I was feeling daring. I went into full improvisation mode. I grabbed a bunch of random props from around the room: a scarf, a pillow, even a couple of socks. I know, it sounds ridiculous, right? But trust me, I thought I had it all figured out. I was like, let's make this a little theatrical. I wrapped the scarf around my eyes, thinking I'd pull off some blindfold mystery. Big mistake. I couldn't see a thing, and I was stumbling around like a lost puppy. I think I kicked the pillow off the bed at one point, and in my head I was like, smooth, really smooth. But wait, it gets worse. I had this grand plan to get a little extra, and, well, I ended up knocking over a glass of water all over the bed, all while trying to blindly act like I knew what I was doing. The water spill was like a slap of reality. It wasn't sexy, it wasn't impressive, it was just a mess. To make matters worse, I was so embarrassed I started laughing nervously, and instead of calming the situation down, I just made everything feel 10 times more awkward. My date, being the good sport they were, tried to salvage the moment, but let's just say we both ended up in fits of laughter, lying there wet and awkward. In the end, we just gave up. I apologized for my ridiculous performance, and we ended up just watching some stupid movie, both a little embarrassed, but oddly relieved it was over. So, yeah, that was my most outrageous moment in bed. A mix of blindfolds, random props, and water damage. Definitely not the wild night I envisioned. But hey, at least it's a story we can laugh about now. The lesson here: maybe keep the props and blindfolds to a minimum next time, or at least make sure you're not completely clumsy when you do try to pull off something adventurous.